There is a certain mystery that surrounds the twin flame connection, an invisible thread that seems to stretch across time, space, and logic. It transcends the boundaries of physical love, entering into a realm so spiritual, so sacred, that it often leaves you breathless and confused, humbled and awakened all at once. One of the most mystifying aspects of this journey is the energetic communication that happens between twin flames when they are physically apart, especially during sleep. It is in the quiet stillness of the night that the soul becomes most receptive, where spiritual walls dissolve and divine energy begins to flow unfiltered from one heart to the other. And so, when the divine masculine sends you energy in your sleep, it is never a coincidence. It is a sacred message, a whisper from the soul that speaks louder than any words in the waking world ever could. To understand this experience more fully, to receive it with clarity and depth, we must first open ourselves to what energy is, how it moves, and what it truly means when it comes from your twin flame during those liminal hours of rest. Everything in the universe is made of energy. Every thought, emotion, memory, and intention carries a frequency. Between twin flames, energy is not only shared, it is amplified, woven into a sacred dance that continues across lifetimes. This connection does not end when two people are physically apart. It only shifts form. During the day, our minds are cluttered. Thoughts, responsibilities, fears, and daily distractions often block our sensitivity to subtle energy. But when you sleep, your conscious defenses fall away. Your soul becomes wide open, and your higher self rises to the surface. In this state, you are no longer tethered to ego or logic. You are pure essence. And that is exactly why nighttime is such a powerful window for receiving energy from your divine masculine. When he sends energy during your sleep, it may come in waves, sometimes gentle, sometimes overwhelming. It might arrive as a vivid dream, a sudden feeling of warmth or presence, a sense of being held, or an intense emotional release that you can't quite explain. These experiences are not illusions. They are energetic transmissions sent from soul to soul. Some nights, you may wake up feeling his touch lingering on your skin, or a strange but comforting pressure near your heart. You may even feel aroused, not in a purely physical way, but through the stirring of your spirit. This is how deep the bond is. His longing, his growth, his love, and even his pain can flow into your energetic space and merge with your own, teaching you, healing you, or calling you closer. If this energy feels confusing or heavy, it doesn't mean something is wrong. It means he is awakening, processing, remembering you. These waves of connection may be his way of reaching for you when words fail him in the physical world. It is soul-level intimacy unfolding in silence. The divine masculine, whether incarnated in a man or a woman, often carries the energy of structure, action, and grounding. In the early phases of the twin flame journey, he may struggle with emotional expression, spiritual openness, or vulnerability. His soul knows the connection, but his human self may need time to align with it. Still, even when he seems distant or unawakened on the surface, his higher self is deeply aware of the bond. When he sends you energy in your sleep, it's often his soul's way of bridging the gap between where he is and where you are. He may not even consciously realize he is doing it, but the energetic tether between you will always guide him back to you in one form or another. Sometimes, this energy is his longing, his need to feel your light, especially when he's in the midst of deep emotional transformation. Other times, it is love, quiet, pure, and unspoken. And at other moments, it's his soul reaching out to comfort you, reassure you, or show you that you are not alone. It is important to understand that just because he is silent during the day does not mean he has forgotten you. The divine masculine often finds it difficult to articulate deep spiritual feelings in words, especially in the early stages of awakening. But the soul never hides. The soul speaks, always. It may whisper instead of shout, but its messages carry more truth than the most eloquent of declarations. So when you feel his energy at night, receive it. Let it wash over you. Don't judge it or try to control it. Let it be what it is, a soul recognizing another soul across time and space without the need for explanation. It's one thing to feel something during sleep, and another to know with certainty that what you're experiencing is your divine masculine's energy. It can be subtle, but there are certain signs that will help you distinguish his presence. One of the most common signs is a vivid dream where he appears, not always in the form you recognize, but carrying the essence you can't ignore. The dream might not make logical sense, but the feeling it leaves behind is unmistakable. You might wake up with a full heart, tears in your eyes, or a sense of having just had a deep conversation, even if no words were spoken. Another sign is waking up suddenly during the night with your heart racing or your body buzzing with energy. This can often be accompanied by a sense of his presence near you, like someone invisible is sitting beside you or watching over you. Sometimes the energy comes as physical sensations, warmth in your chest, tingling on your skin, or a sudden surge of peace or love. You might even wake up from what feels like an embrace. These are not random events. They are spiritual downloads, moments where his energy body has met yours in the astral realm. You may also notice emotional shifts upon waking. Without warning, you feel an overwhelming love, a wave of sadness, or a deep knowing that something in him is changing. These are energetic imprints, evidence of the soul's communication. To stay attuned, keep a journal by your bed. Each time you wake up with a strong feeling or dream involving him, write it down. Over time, you'll begin to notice patterns, how your own emotions, intuition, and inner shifts coincide with his energetic visits. This is one of the most perplexing parts of the journey. Why would he send energy while you sleep, but remain distant, quiet, or even emotionally unavailable when you're awake? To understand this, you must see beyond the surface. The divine masculine often struggles with the weight of his own wounds, conditioning, and fears. The physical world demands him to play roles: provider, protector, achiever. Vulnerability often feels unsafe to him, especially if he's been taught that emotions are a sign of weakness. But in sleep, he is not his roles. He is only his soul. This is when his truth slips through the cracks. In the sacred darkness of night, his soul finds freedom. There is no judgment, no pressure, no expectations, just the infinite space where spirit speaks. He may not feel safe enough to reach out in the physical world, but that does not mean he has abandoned the connection. It means he is navigating it in the only way he knows how, through energy. Sometimes, he sends love to you while you sleep because it's the only time he feels worthy to do so. Sometimes he visits you in dreams to apologize, to comfort, or to remember. It's his soul's way of keeping the flame alive when his ego is still catching up. This does not excuse pain or emotional neglect in the waking world, but it does offer deeper understanding. You are not crazy for feeling him. You are not imagining these visits. You are simply attuned to a truth that transcends physical barriers. As beautiful as this connection is, it can also be overwhelming, especially if you're waking up night after night with intense emotions, dreams, or physical sensations. Staying grounded is essential. You need balance between spirit and body. Start each morning with a few minutes of stillness. Before reaching for your phone or rushing into your day, place your hand on your heart and breathe deeply. Acknowledge what you felt during the night. Even if you don't understand it fully, let it be real. Allow your body and mind to process what your soul experienced. Spend time in nature when you can. Walk barefoot on the earth, sit by water, or simply look at the sky. These elements help regulate your energy and create space for clarity. The more connected you are to your body, the better you can receive and interpret spiritual energy without becoming emotionally exhausted. Protect your energetic space before bed. Light a candle, set an intention, or say a silent prayer asking that only energy aligned with love and healing be allowed into your space. You are not shutting him out. You are simply creating boundaries that support your well-being. If the energy feels too intense, communicate with his higher self. In meditation or quiet reflection, speak directly to his soul. You can say, "I feel you and I love you, but I need rest. Please send your energy gently tonight." The soul always hears. And often when you begin to set boundaries, the energetic exchanges become more peaceful and aligned. Remember that you are not only a receiver in this connection, you are a sovereign being. You have the right to regulate how and when you connect. This is not selfish. It is sacred self-care. When you begin receiving energy from your divine masculine during sleep, it's easy to get caught up in the emotion or mystery of the experience. But there is a deeper layer to these moments, one that goes beyond simply feeling connected. These visits are part of your spiritual development. They give you a chance to learn more about yourself and your journey. They are not just romantic or emotional events, they are also spiritual lessons. Each energetic visit is like a mirror. It shows you something about your inner world, your emotions, your healing process, and your soul's growth. When you wake up from one of these visits, take a moment to reflect. What emotions are coming up for you? Are you feeling calm, peaceful, sad, or anxious? These feelings are clues. They show you where you are being invited to grow, where you are being asked to soften, and where healing still needs to take place. For example, if a visit brings up longing or sadness, ask yourself if you're still holding on to expectations or perhaps carrying pain that hasn't yet been released. If you feel warmth, joy, or deep love, let those feelings nourish you. These are signs that your heart is expanding and your soul is opening to receive even more love. The energy he sends does not just comfort you, it awakens parts of you that are ready to evolve. One of the best things you can do is keep a sacred journal by your bed. When you wake up, write down anything you remember, feelings, symbols, dreams, or even just the sensation you were left with. Over time, patterns will begin to appear. You'll start to understand what your soul is being taught through these visits and how you are growing layer by layer. These moments are also a chance to strengthen your connection by responding in your own way. You don't need to physically contact him to let him know you received his energy. You can simply sit in quiet and send love back. Visualize him surrounded by light. Say something gentle from your heart. Even a silent thought of love reaches him. Your energy will travel to him just as his reaches you. This builds harmony and balance within the connection. You might also feel called to protect your own energy. There may be nights when the exchange is too strong or emotional, and you need rest. It is okay to set boundaries with love. Speak to his higher self and ask for gentleness. Ask to receive only what supports your healing and peace. You do not need to carry what is not yours. Being open does not mean being unprotected. And always, return to your own life with intention. These visits are not meant to keep you in waiting or longing. They are meant to remind you of the divine love you carry within. You are not here to pause your life while waiting for union. You are here to grow, to heal, and to walk forward boldly. Follow your own dreams. Build a life you love. The more you step into your light, the more your divine masculine is guided to do the same. Remember, soul growth does not come from clinging. It comes from rising. You are not only a twin flame, you are a soul on a powerful journey back to your truth. Let these visits lift you, not hold you back. Let them teach you how to love, not just him, but yourself. There comes a point on the twin flame path when words fall short. Language can no longer fully explain what you feel. You begin to understand that the most powerful truths are the ones that live in silence, in the spaces between dreams, in the stillness of night, in the quiet feeling of being held by someone who isn't physically present. This is the soul speaking, not with sound, but with energy. It's a language older than time, and it speaks directly to your heart. When your divine masculine sends you energy in your sleep, he is not always doing it consciously. But his soul knows what his human self may not yet be ready to admit. His higher self is aware of the bond, the connection, the purpose that ties your souls together. These nightly visits are his way of staying close to you, even when he may feel far away during the day. In those moments, his energy speaks volumes, even without words. These silent moments are sacred. They remind you that love is not limited to phone calls or physical presence. Real love, soul love, is felt. It's sensed. It's experienced through emotion, dreams, energy, and signs. When you feel him in your sleep, you are being reminded that the connection you share is alive. It breathes. It continues even in the quietest hours. And even though these experiences can sometimes leave you longing or confused, they are not meant to bring you pain. They are here to build your trust in the unseen, to help you surrender deeper into your intuition, to teach you that you are never alone, even when you can't see or hear him. His energy is always with you, like a soft whisper guiding you forward. The more you trust this language of the soul, the more peace you will feel. There is no need to rush or force what is meant for you. The universe is already working behind the scenes. Every visit, every dream, every feeling is part of something greater unfolding. Allow yourself to rest in that truth. But in that trust, remember this too. You must honor yourself just as much as you honor the connection. Do not lose yourself in waiting. Do not give your power away to a future that hasn't yet arrived. You are here, now, with a full and radiant soul. And that soul deserves your attention, your love, your devotion. Hold space for the connection, but also hold space for your joy, your dreams, your growth. Live fully, love deeply, rise completely. The more you become the fullest version of yourself, the more the energy between you will align, strengthen, and expand. And so, when night returns and your eyes close, may you feel that soft presence again, the silent warmth of your divine masculine soul wrapping around yours in light. Let it be enough. Let it bring peace. Let it remind you that true love is eternal, and that nothing, no distance, no silence, no delay, can ever take that away from you. You are not just on this journey. You are the journey. You are the light. You are the love. You are divinely guided, deeply held, and endlessly seen, always.